Hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna dive into what I look for in an AI note-taking app. Have you ever felt overwhelmed trying to keep up with pretty much all the meeting notes that you have to deal with? I know for me, I have so many dang meetings, it is ridiculous, not only how many meetings I have, but the tasks that are associated with these meetings. You're not alone. AI note-taking apps are really helpful to make this better. And lucky for you, we actually do have a sponsor for this video that we've talked about before on the channel, Fathom AI. But before we get into that app, let's talk about those different reasons you might want an AI note taker. Before we end this video, you're gonna know exactly what to look for in an AI note taker to make your note-taking experience that much better. So let's talk about why it truly matters. First of all, the reason you'd want to use an AI note taker is that it's gonna be intuitive. An app really should be easy to adopt without a steep learning curve. If you're somebody like me who knows how to use apps all over the place for a living, that's fine, but I know the majority of you are not like that. I have reviewed hundreds of apps before. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's actually nearly thousands. And if it wasn't for that skill set, it would be difficult for me to learn how to do what I need to on a consistent basis. And for you, it's not going to be easy to just jump in there always to a new app and understand it. So what I'd look for in an AI note-taking app is actually a very seamless and easy to use product. For example, the product that we have featured in this video is Fathom AI. This product is so simple, all you need to do is install the application or the Chrome extension, and then from there, it actually takes the meetings that you have and records them. And as you'll see inside of here, not only will your meetings be easily recorded, but there is a great setup here where there's a summary, a transcript, and you can actually ask very easily what occurred in this meeting, like all the details and timelines discussed. Based on the transcript, you can see there was no specific timelines discussed, which is fine. That's just something that I end up having to deal with these meetings. Sometimes I don't end up getting any clarity. And not only can you interact with any of the different meetings that you've had before, but you can share them with others with ease by simply taking the link and copying it out and sharing it with other people. They'll be able to have access to your call. And then from there, they can extract action items from the transcript as well, so that they don't need to look through the summary and transcript to figure out what they need to do moving forward. There are a lot of different products out there, and many of them aren't this intuitive, and they don't even have the video capabilities like Fathom does. So if you're somebody who's very interested in not only having the audio get transcribed, but also the video, this app's for you. Another key thing to note is that you want an AI note taker that matches with your workflow. So for me, I'm somebody who uses Google Meet, right? And this was really easy to install for me. Google Meet, that's it. There's other products out there that do a great job of this as well for Google Meet, like Tactic, but there are other products that it doesn't do a great job with. Not talking about Fathom necessarily, but with your workflow is what I mean. So for example, if you're somebody who uses a product like Fathom, it'll work well with Zoom because it has an installable product where you can install it onto your computer and it'll interact with the downloadable Zoom features that you see inside of the app. However, when I use a product that's more of a Chrome extension, what happens when I use those products is that I realize the web version of Zoom may not necessarily be the one that I want to use, but it's the only one that works with the AI note taker that I purchased. This is something you have to consider when going in and working with these products. I pretty much only use Google Meet, so what I need to focus on is that. What products will always integrate with Google Meet, even if I end up having to use Zoom every once in a while, I really do just focus on that. And there are some products out there that work with pretty much everything, but there are situations where some are catered towards specific products or workflows. That's why I wanted to talk about the web versus the downloadable desktop version of Zoom. And you need to understand what type of product you're looking for when it comes to the business you're in. So if you are just a personal user of it and you just want to get action items and whatnot, that's fine. That is something that most AI note takers can handle. But if you're looking for that video component, the reason that might be the case is maybe you're somebody who needs clear context in team communications and you want to see the facial interaction that occurs and want to see what actually was invoked in the emotion of what was said. Why? Maybe you're in sales, maybe you're in HR. If you're somebody who's focused on those things, video is probably going to be pretty important, and you want to be able to review it. And when it comes to that review and seeing what stage somebody's at, Another important thing to note is what integrations can matter when it comes to things like CRMs. So for me, I have a lot of sales calls. Fathom actually has the capabilities to interact with your CRM, which is awesome. Unlike products like Tactic and Otter AI, there is a focus with Fathom, where what you have is a product that does seem to care about how your sales calls go. If you're trying to focus on how you did, it's much better to look at it through a video standpoint, and you don't need to do post-meeting data entry because you can simply sync with Salesforce or HubSpot to connect it to your CRM. And as a big fanboy of Notion, they also have a copy recap for Notion too, which is pretty cool. And another thing I really like is the fact that you can share clips of the videos rather than just sharing text, because that doesn't really give you the full context. I've used other products like Grain, which I do really like, but it doesn't do as good of a job of sharing highlights with copyable links. And as you can see here, and as this example, it is sharing just a 30-second clip from the call. So whether you're looking for a product that has the ability to really enhance your workflow in just normal AI note-taking, Fathom is the one for you. But if you're also looking to upgrade it to new levels with video, as well as with clip sharing and with CRM integrations, Fathom's definitely the one for you. I'm not the know-it-all when it comes to AI note-taking, but I do have a lot of meetings and I exclusively have used note-taking products like this over the last couple of years. So if you want to try out Fathom, make sure to click that link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.